Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week, June 12th of year one of the FSBL. The LA Dodgers visit the San Francisco Giants live from Candlestick Park. The Giants, the best team in the National League at the moment. They have opened up an 8.5 game lead on the Dodgers. This is the third game of this series. Joe McGinnity blanked the Dodgers in the opener in a 1-0 Giants win. The Dodgers won Game 2 behind a pair of Roy Campanella home runs to knock the series. And now we head to Game 3. We have got a good pitching matchup here. Madison Bumgarner will go for the Giants. See, 4-5, 4.70 ERA, a bit disappointing. You can see his whip is fine, but when he has given up the hits, they have tended to come in bunches. Going for the Dodgers, the league ERA leader, Clayton Kershaw. We will get to him in the bottom half of the inning. Davey Lopes will lead it off for the Dodgers. Lopes batting .284, 9 homers, 39 RBIs to this point. Bumgarner gets the sign from Posey, and we are underway. Cutter misses outside for ball one.
First pitch, 107.
Bumgarner sets and delivers. Fastball misses up high, so he's behind 2-0 to start things off here against Lopes. Fastball, that one gets the outside corner. Count goes to 2-1. Breaking ball, nice curveball there from Bumgarner. Lopes watches it fall in for a strike. 2-2 count. Bumgarner working the Lopes. We are just underway here at Candlestick Park. Bumgarner delivers. Fly ball out to center. May is going back. He's there. Underneath puts it away for the first out. There you see the Dodgers lineup. Lopes, Russell, and brothers. Campanella, the league's leading hitter, Zach Wheat, Yasiel Puig, Raul Mondesi, Steve Yeager, and George Pinckney round out the Dodgers lineup. Got lots of league leaders involved in this game. Or guys, I should say in the top 10 lists at least. Bill Russell, not one of them. 251, no homers. Does have 30 RBIs, though, from the 2-hole. Bumgarner behind him, 1-0. Changeup at the knees for a called strike. Dodgers currently, despite being 8.5 games out in the division, do hold the first wild card spot. We obviously have plenty of time to go before that's really an issue. We haven't even reached the All-Star break yet, so we are in mid-June. That one fought off, but fielded. Caught on the fly. Robbie Thompson puts it away for out number 2. So here's Dan Brothers, 288, 9 homers, 24 RBIs. Sweet swinging first baseman. If you're not familiar with Dan Brothers, 19th century ball player, Hall of Famer, and just a phenomenal hitter. Thompson ranges to his left. He's there. Throw over to first to McCovey, and the side is retired. So Bumgarner gets the Dodgers in order. Giants coming up. Lindstrom, Matthews, and Mays. They will face the ERA leader in the National League at the moment, Clayton Kershaw. 10-2, 1.39. Absolutely sparkling. 0.93 whip. He will face Freddie Lindstrom here to start things off. Lindstrom batting .267, 7 homers, 24 runs batted in. He's been terrific at home, has struggled on the road. You can see his splits there. Kershaw deals. Slow curve, misses outside. Kershaw delivers fastball up high, 2-0. Navigating this Giants lineup, certainly a chore. Be a good test for Kershaw. High fastball away. Lindstrom goes after it, fouls it down the right field line. 2-1 count. Another breaking ball. Lindstrom goes the other way with it, fouls it off again. Count level now at 2-2. There's the pitch down low. Another one fought off by Lindstrom. There's the pitch, breaking ball. Now this one fouled off the other way. So Lindstrom making Kershaw work here to start this one off. Kershaw deals breaking ball, gets him. Curveball swung on and missed for the strikeout. So Lindstrom battled, but Kershaw gets the best of him.
The designated hitter, Gary Matthews.
Weird camera angle from behind the foul pole. So here's Gary Matthews. Matthews getting a rare start today. 333, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in for the Sarge. So you got to check the injured list because I think somebody might be hurt because Gary Matthews was down in the minors, so he must have been called up. Pitch from Kershaw. Foul back. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch. Down low. That was down in the dirt. Ground ball to Lopes. Bobbled, but he gets the throw off. Brother stays on the bag. Throw a little bit wide. You see the Giants lineup. Lindstrom, Matthews, Stargell has put Stargell into the lead in the home run race. Mays, though, 300 average, 20 homers, 50 runs batted in. First pitch misses inside. Now works him away, misses outside. So Kershaw behind Mays, 2-0. Fastball away, 3-0. Mel Ott will take his chances here with Mel Ott. Ott only batting .255, average certainly lower than we would expect. Fastball in there for a called strike. 10 homers, 27 RBIs. You consider how good the Giants hasn't even gotten hot yet. The Giants opened up the season winning their first 11 games of the year. Kershaw sets. So Ott strikes out swinging. Second strikeout of the inning and the game, of course, for Kershaw. We are through one. Dodgers and Giants scoreless here from Candlestick. Here's Roy Campanella, .308 average, 13 homers, 35 RBIs. He had a pair of homers, 4 RBIs in yesterday's game. A 7-5 Dodgers win. Again, the teams have split the first 2 games of this 3-game set. Slider in there for a called strike. Fastball misses inside, 1-1 the count. We'll see our umpires for the day. It'd be good if you could edit the umpires in this game. You can create the horrible Angel Hernandez and stuff like that. 1-1 count to Campy. Fastball on the corner. Saws him off. Bumgarner has to feel that Campanella, of course, does not run well. Bumgarner fields it. Campanella's retired. So Campanella's bat shatters. Barrow goes back towards the mound. Bumgarner, though, reads the play well. Pounces off and gets Campanella. So here's the league's leading hitter, Zach Wheat. Zach Wheat has been tremendous. He was up over 400 as recently as a week ago. He's down now to 392. He had a hot streak to open up the season, cooled off for a couple of weeks, but then got hot again. 6 homers, 38 RBIs for Wheat. A terrific hitter. As our good friend of the channel, Beatles Eternally, who just joined us, actually. How are you, Beatles? Beatles mentioned, when I mentioned I remember it was the leaders in one of our conversations, talking about how underrated and kind of forgotten Zach Wheat is historically. Bumgarner fans him here, though, for the second out of the inning. So Bumgarner looking solid early on. Again, we saw his ERA up in the mid-4s, but his whip has been low. It's just that when Bumgarner has gotten in trouble, it's kind of snowballed on him. So his rate stats are better than what his ERA would indicate. Here's Yasiel Puig, 239, 14 homers, 31 RBIs so far on the season for Puig. Just underway here from Candlestick Park. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers trying to stay in hunt for the division. Again, there's still plenty of season left. This is June 12th. Puig fouls this one off. 1-2 count. Bumgarner delivers. Down low, Puig watches it. Count goes to 2-2. Here's the pitch. Slider inside. Puig backs off. Raul Mondesi waits on deck. Change up, misses down low. Bumgarner frustrated. He let that one get away from him. So Puig is on with the 2-out walk. Here comes Mondesi. Throw over, Puig back in time. Mondesi batting .235 on the season. Fastball from Bumgarner in there for a called strike. Homer, 9 RBIs. Again, Mondesi's been a reserve. He's down in the minors. Did get called up recently. Pitch from Mad Bum. Fastball misses low and away. 1-1 the count. Top of the second. Breaking ball. Good curveball in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Bumgarner deals. Fastball misses down low. 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Mondesi goes down. So Bumgarner continues to roll here in these first couple of innings. Dodgers get a walk, 2-out walk from Puig, but are unable to do anything with it. We head to the bottom of the second. Dodgers nothing, Giants nothing. Feels loving this game, still trying to work out a few kinks, but wow, regretting sleeping on this for years. It is a phenomenal game. It really is. They do such a good job with it. They make some dumb errors in the context of like franchise mode and stuff like that. There are a couple of things that probably could be tinkered with a bit. But overall, I mean, it plays a great game of baseball. The stats, I mean, if you're not doing something like Diamond Mind or even Action PC, like, I feel like the stats on this, you can get these on par with, really good games that aren't super, meant to be, replay games, like a game like Out of the Park. Doing the ratings the way I do them, I can get stats where, for the bulk, they're on target. And then, you'll always have some outliers, which is fine. But it's not a strict stat replay game, so you don't need that. As Posey goes down awkwardly on the breaking ball from Kershaw. But it's a good, realistic
The left fielder,
game. The game play is great. It looks incredible. It's really just a lot of fun. And I've heard good things about, improvements from gameplay and stuff like that in the new version. It's just for my purposes, it doesn't make sense because of the way I use the game as Bobby Thompson steps in. 225, 4 homers, 14 RBIs so far for Thompson. To have to go and recreate, not just the 1,200 guys have already created for this project, but the, 1,800 guys I'm going to end up creating down the line with the drafts and stuff. It's just, this game does more than enough for me. If they ever bring back year-to-year stuff, I'll bump it up and redo it down the line. But, I don't really have any reason to, honestly. Kershaw blows Thompson away, so Kershaw, 4 strikeouts already here with 2 outs in the second.
the first baseman,
Again, Kershaw leads the league in earned run average, and he is looking dominant yet again today. Here's Willie McCovey, stretch batting .300 on the year. Fouls off the first pitch. 14 homers, 36 RBIs for McCovey. Currently 5th in the National League in the All-Star vote for first base. There's a shot down to first. Brothers takes it on the short hop. Kershaw covers, and the side is retired. So through 2 here at the stick. Neither team has a hit. We head to the third. Yeager, Pinckney, and Lopes coming up for the Dodgers. Here's Steve Yeager.
leading off for the Dodgers.
179, no homers, 1 RBI. So Yeager has not gotten much action during the course of the season here. Roy Campanella, if he can go, he's playing. Fastball in there for a called strike. Slider. Gets the call there. That was right at the knees on the inside corner. Pulled cutter down the line and foul. Is this franchise mode? I think I am also doing that, but I get before each pitch asking to play ball or choose. So you're doing, are you doing like trying to like manage only?
Number 6,
Or are you like controlling teams? I saw a video in which the creator stated that rosters can be moved. What? I'd be interested in seeing that, because they made very clear that year to year wasn't. If you have that video, send it along to me, because they've made it pretty clear that they were not doing year over year saves. Slash the other way for a base hit. So Pinckney has the first hit of the game.
number 23,
Well, spectating is what I'm doing. So, in theory, like if you just want to watch the game, that's all I'm doing. I'm not controlling anybody here. And you could, like if you wanted to go and like jump in and make bullpen moves yourself and stuff like that, you would just have to pause the game and you change the team select. Give me a minute. Here on the pickoff throw, Pinckney caught off first, and he's going to be dead to rights there. George Pinckney caught leaning, so the first base hit of the game is erased as Bumgarner picks him off. Good throw from McCovey, and Pinckney slides right into the tag. So, like, if you just want to spectate a game, you do exactly what I'm doing. You don't pick a team on the control side. And then if you wanted to jump in and do something, make any moves, whatever, you click that pause, click that team select button, and then you just jump over to whichever team you want to control. Then you can jump in, make decisions for them, as far as like substitutions, pinch hitters, bullpen, whatever. And then once you've done that, then you just go back into the team select and reset it back to this middle spot, and then you'll be back in spectate mode. So 1-1 count to Lopes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Fastball misses up high. Lopes loops this one out. Right center field on the run. Mays, he's not going to get there, though. That splits the gap. Lopes around second, but he'll hold. So Lopes decides not to test it with 2 outs. His 8th double of the season. So Bumgarner's given up his first 2 hits of the game in this inning. Pinckney was picked off, but now Lopes doubles into the gap. Here's Bill Russell. Russell 0 for 1. Link to that stream, the ultimate guide to everything franchise. I will take a look for that. Thank you. I mean, that would be big. That would make me get the game, because like the way you can make faces and stuff like that is a little bit different. Apparently, a little bit harder in the new game, but you can make them look better. So yeah, if I can get it into the new game, I would probably go to the new game, because I also think the stadiums, they've added some stuff as far as creating the ballparks and stuff like that too. 2-0 count to Russell here. Russell lines this one to right. That's a base hit. It's cut off by Ott. Lopes running on soon as contact. They know they're not going to have a play on him. So Bill Russell with the RBI single brings home Davey Lopes, and the Dodgers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. So this is what we were talking about as far as Madison Bumgarner this season. Bumgarner's WHIP is 1.14, if I remember correctly, when they ran the pregame stats. But his ERA is in the mid-4s. So he hasn't allowed a lot, but when he allows them, they kind of string together. Here's Dan Brothers. Brothers 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Cutter misses away, 1-1. Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. I always appreciate you checking in and trying to be good. Now that I'm back in the office, I find I'm spending a lot more time trying to listen to other people's broadcasts than when I was at home and could do other things. But now that I'm back in the office three nights a week, getting able to listen to your stuff each night, you and Steve and the rest of those guys, it's certainly a good time filler. So I appreciate your work as well. Brothers, deep drive to right. If this is fair, it's gone. That ball's out of here. So Dan Brothers goes deep, lefty. Brothers doesn't care. 2-run shot, and the Dodgers now have a 3-0 lead. Dan Brothers absolutely destroys this pitch from Bumgarner. Way too much plate there, and you are not going to get away with that against Dan Brothers. Absolutely crushed. 421 feet into the second deck and right here at Candlestick. 3-0 lead for the Dodgers. And with Kershaw on the mound, the way he has been through the first 2+ months of this season, this is a tough one now for the Giants to try to scratch back from. They're certainly capable. Again, they're the best team in the National League. Slider on the outside corner, 0-2 the count. Here's Campanella. Had his bat sawed in half his first time up. The grounder back to Bumgarner. 2 homers in yesterday's game. Change up, low and away, misses. Breaking ball, fouled off. Campanella just gets a piece to stay alive. Posey sets up inside. Bumgarner hits the target but misses the strike zone just a little bit. Bumgarner riding the ump a little bit. He tends to do that. Two-two pitch. Slider misses away. There's Zach Weed in the on-deck circle. Cameraman looking up that girl's dress. That's not cool. That'll get you fired. Tapper down third base, foul. Long inning here for Bumgarner. Breaking ball just fought off by Campanella. Campanella does not seem to be seeing the ball well out of Bumgarner's hand here in these first two at-bats. Weed has fallen to second in the league batting race. Sliding Billy Hamilton a couple points ahead of him. Weed struck out his first time up. Pitch from Bumgarner, high strike called. 0-1. Fastball misses inside. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses away. 2-1. Shot by Weed out in the gap in left center. That's going to split the difference. One hopper off the wall. I'm sorry, that's not Campanella at first. Oh, yeah, it is. That's right. Campanella walked. So Campanella not fast enough to come around on that, but it's a double for Zach Weed. Now it's second and third. And Bumgarner in danger of letting this inning get away from him. Here's Yasiel Puig. Second and third, 2 outs. First pitch yanked down the third base line. That's a fair ball. 2 runs will score. It's going to be an RBI 2-run double for Yasiel Puig. And the Dodgers have opened up a 5-0 lead. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Puig doesn't miss. So the Dodgers, Bumgarner sawed through the first 2 innings. Batter Madison Bumgarner here in the third, and that's going to be it for him. So Bumgarner is chased. Here comes Red Ames. This will be Ames' 8th appearance of the year. Ames 3-0, 3.24 earned run average. He's been battling some control issues so far this year. Here's Raul Mondesi. Mondesi 0 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Ames from the set. Curveball misses away, 1-1. Drew Marquardt throwing in the Giants bullpen also. Eagles managed the game yesterday. Bob Gibson on the hill, and I absolutely lost it when I saw it. The game had his delivery. It's amazing how many of those deliveries they get. So, one of the things is, so they have all these legends and stuff in the game, but one of the mistakes that they make here is Ames fans Mondesi to finally end this half inning. But the Dodgers score 5. We head to the bottom of the third. Clayton Kershaw with a 5-run lead to protect. Tough row to hoe here for the Giants. Thompson, Jackson, and Lindstrom will try to get it started. So they've got all these models in the game of legends that look phenomenal. But the problem is, if you try to use those guys, so like they're like with these card systems, Pinckney diving stop there, knocks it down, but he won't have a play. It's the first hit for the Giants. Infield single there. So like the legends get created at different times in their career in the game. So like you'll have like Cy Young and his model looks great, but he's 33 years old or something like that. So if you're starting a franchise kind of thing like I'm doing, like why would you want to start that with Cy Young at 33? You lose 10 plus years of having him in a career at that point. So the faces all get remade either by me or other guys in the community, and other guys who've done other roster sets who are better at making faces than I am. I'm adequate at it, but I'm not great at it by any stretch. But the deliveries are separate from that. So the Bob Gibson that I have for the Cardinals here isn't the Legends one with his face looking perfect and stuff like that, but it's a really good facsimile, and you can still assign the motion to him. And there are tons of motions, virtually every current player. And then there's tons of old motions that I guess for certain reasons they can't like say what players they are. I think people have in the past compiled lists like on Operation Sports or wherever. Like generic stance 23 is Todd Helton or something like that, But there's just a ton of them in the game, pitching motions and batting stances and stuff like that. It's so robust, it's so well done. And the fact that they do as much stuff brilliantly as they do makes the little stuff that they get wrong just incredibly frustrating. The glitch, my favorite glitch in this one, is, in version in 22, I have no idea if it's been fixed in the new version, is if a visiting, I'm trying to remember how if a visiting player homers, or if a visiting player homers, and they show like at the end of the inning like a little placard of like that player and his name, and then before they show the replay of his home run, they show him in the other team's jersey. It's like, how does that not get caught in testing? So like if they ran that image here, like when Brothers homered, they would have shown him in the Giants uniform in the between innings placard kind of thing. Just a stupid thing. Like, how do you possibly miss that? You miss something like that that's so glaring, but yet you think of like having the players use like pink bats on Mother's Day in the schedule and stuff like that. It's just when they miss little, they miss the stuff that they miss, given all they get right, is staggering. But it's just a phenomenal game. Oh well, I appreciate that, Beatles. I'm glad you are enjoying it. I apologize for denting your wallet, but it'll be worthwhile, especially the kind of stuff that you do. You will have great fun with this. Cyro329 joins us. Good as always to see you, sir. So Kershaw picks up his 5th strikeout here. Is now Kershaw trying to dance through his first bit of trouble in this game. First and second, here's Gary Matthews. Matthews 0 for 1. Again, Madison Bumgarner cruised through the first 2 innings for the Giants, then the Dodgers battered him for 5 runs in the top of the 3rd. Have you on one tab and Chris on the other? Well, send Chris my regards. I'll check in on his broadcast later on. I'll watch it on tape delay. There's the pitch, fastball on the corner. 1-1 count, first and second, bottom of the 3rd here. 1 down for the Giants as they try to battle back from a 5-0 deficit. To do that, they'll have to get to the league ERA leader, Clayton Kershaw. 1-2 count here to Matthews. Kershaw sets and delivers. Matthews chases one there, fouls it back. Count will stay at 1-2. If you missed it, you can check back a few days on the channel. I recapped the first amateur draft in Franchise Stars Baseball League history. So you can see the 4 players in franchise history who will join them next season, as well as the 1 Negro Leaguer who will join each franchise. Kershaw misses down low with the curveball. Count goes full now. So it's 1st and 2nd. It's a full count. Willie Mays waits on deck. This is a big out here for Kershaw to try to get Gary Matthews. Here's the pitch. Misses away with the curveball. So Kershaw scuffling now. And this is not the man he wants to face in a bases-loaded situation. Mays can make this a ball game again really quickly. Mays walked on 4 pitches his first time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. Mays, 320 homers, 50 runs batted in so far this season. Kershaw sets. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. That's not a bad spot for that pitch. Kershaw wanted it. Did look to be a touch outside, though. Kershaw sets again. Campanella sets his target. Fastball misses just inside. 2-1 count now to Mays. Kershaw not where he wants to be here. Campanella sets up low. Huge. But you have to be a bit careful. Bases loaded, though, doesn't give you that much of that luxury. Here's the pitch from Kershaw. Fastball misses down low. Melott waits on deck. Bases loaded, full count to Willie Mays. 1 out. Giants trying to come back from a 5-0 deficit. This at-bat could go a long way toward that. Kershaw delivers. Fastball up high. Mays fouls it back. Good battle here. Sets again. We'll see where Campanella sets up. Sets down low, comes up high again. Mays again fouls it back. It would be daring of Kershaw to go to the breaking ball here, but you kind of sense it coming. Fastball inside. Mays hits it deep to left. Going back. Wheat at the wall. Looks up. It's out of here. Grand slam, Willie Mays, and we've got a ball game once again. Mays fouls off 2 high fastballs. Kershaw tries to bust him in on the 3-2 pitch, and Mays once again tied for the league lead in home runs with 21, and his 21st is a grand slam blast that brings the Giants back into this game. It's now 5-4. This Giants lineup is just so hard to navigate. And Kershaw beyond frustrated. So here's Melott. 0 for 1. Now again, the Giants have had the success they've had this season, and Melott hasn't even gotten hot yet. You know, when I was running these sims and I was testing it, Melott was a multi-time like MVP in sim tests and stuff like that. So, I mean, given how he's rated and how he performed during much of testing, he's having a down start to the season, and the Giants are still the best team in the National League. And on at 255, 10 homers, 27 ribbies. Breaking ball from Kershaw misses away. So just as the third inning bit Madison Bumgarner, it has now bit Clayton Kershaw as well. Fastball fouled back. 2-2 the count. There's still only one out in the inning. Kershaw saws Ott off, pounces off. Nice play by Kershaw to get there. Throws over to Brothers for the second out. So that'll bring out Buster Posey. Posey struck out his first time up. Posey having a terrific series, 6 for 10. Kershaw delivers. Fastball just off the outside corner. Posey right now the leading vote getter at catcher in the National League. Fastball in there for a called strike. High fastball fouled off. Pitch from Kershaw. Fly ball center field. Ranging over. This ball carrying. Well back, but Mondesi able to track it down at the track. So the side is retired, but not before a couple of walks and a couple of hits, including Willie Mays going deep with a grand slam for his 21st shot of the year. Giants put a 4 spot up. This is now a 5-4 game as we head to the top of the 4th.
Number 7.
Here's Steve Yeager. Yeager 0 for 1. Here's Red Ames. Ames in relief of Madison Bumgarner, who was chased in the 3rd. Fastball fouled off. So Ames ahead of Yeager 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Well out of the zone. Yeager goes chasing. That's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's George Pinckney. Pinckney had the Dodgers' first hit. And then got picked off at first. Here's the pitch from Ames. Popped up, outside third. Lindstrom's over. Puts it away for the second out. So that'll bring up Davey Lopes. Lopes 1 for 2, doubled and scored his last time up in the 5-run 3rd. Here's the pitch. Check swing with called strike. 0-1 the count. Posey sets up inside. Ames ties Lopes up. Count goes to 0-2. Swung on and missed there. Here's the pitch from Ames. Yanked foul. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as Lopes hits one in the hole. Ranging, long throw. You are not going to get Davey Lopes with that. Cubs defeat the Yankees 13-10 in a slugfest. Gabby Hartnett goes deep twice for the Cubbies there. In Chicago in the 7th, the Rangers and White Sox tied at 2. Rusty Greer, his 6th home run of the season for the Rangers. Indians with a 10-0 win over the A's. George Uhl wins his 8th of the year. Rube Waddle gets roughed up. Complete game 5 hit shutout for George Uhl. The Indians have kind of righted the ship. They've won 7 of 10. Now up by 2.5 in the AL Central. The Royals all over the Orioles, 6-0 in the 7th. Benintendi, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs in that game. Tigers defeat the Blue Jays 6-2. Virgil Trucks gets the win there. Ted Lilly takes the loss. Lourdes Gurriel, his 5th home run of the season. Trucks, 8 1/3 innings of 2-run ball. The red-hot Montreal Expos continue to lead the NL East. 2-1 victory over the Brewers. Tanner Roark with the win. Sorensen takes the loss. Diamondbacks over the Phillies 6-2. Kurt Schilling gets the win there. He's evened his record at 6-6 after a horrible start to the season for him. Sliding Billy Hamilton continues to lead the league in hitting there with a pair of hits. Ground ball to short. They get the force at second. We'll check out some more scores later on. We will head to the bottom of the fourth here in San Francisco. Dodgers lead the Giants 5-4. Here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson 0 for 1. Back out of town, Chick Stahl homers twice for the Braves, who defeat the Pirates 5-3. Cardinals up on the Reds 8-3 in the seventh. George Foster has hit his 14th for the Reds. Moore his first home run, 3 RBIs for the Cardinals. Rockies lead the Padres 6-2. Vinny Castilla his 5th home run of the season. Ryan Klesko his 14th for the Padres. Marlins and Astros tied at 6 in the 7th. Dan Uggla has hit his 8th of the season for the Marlins. Cesar Cedeno his 8th of the season for the Astros. Mets and Angels tied at 1 in the 4th. Adam Kennedy has hit his 2nd home run of the season. This ball's driven deep to the wall. Way back. It's out of here. Home run Bobby Thompson, and the Giants have made it all the way back, and they have tied the game at 5. So Kershaw came into this game leading the National League in ERA. The Giants, and he sawed through the Giants in the first 2 innings, but the Giants have come back from the 5-0 deficit and tied this one up. Bobby Thompson, his 5th home run of the year. Here's Willie McCovey. Fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Up high, 2-1 the count. See, those Expos, we were talking about them, they have opened up a 1.5 lead in the NL East. I keep saying I don't think they're ultimately going to be able to close it out, but they keep on. Again, we have plenty of season left, not even to the All-Star break, but the Expos offense has just performed better than I was expecting it to. I thought they would pitch well. They got a good draw. Scherzer and Strasburg, Javier Vasquez, Jordan Zimmerman. So I mean, they've got a solid rotation. McCovey lines this one deep to left, way back. See you later. Willie McCovey goes deep. Home run number 15 for him. And Clayton Kershaw has not had this happen this season. But this is why the Giants are the best team in the National League. McCovey goes deep. Home run number 15 of the year for Stretch. The swirling winds of Candlestick seem to be helping the carry a bit today. Kershaw still staying in. Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson hits this one well to left. Wheat going back, and Robbie Thompson goes deep. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Nobody in the Dodgers dugout can believe this. Again, Kershaw came in leading the league 1.29 earned run average. The Giants thoroughly unimpressed. Another shot out to left. That's where Mays' home run went out. That's where McCovey's ball went out. And now, it's where Clayton Kershaw. If you are a Dodgers fan, this one hurts. You've got a 5-0 lead with the best pitch. Jackson, line to left. That one won't make it over the wall, though. That one's caught by Wheat. Beatles notes Giants lighting up Kershaw with enough power to light San Francisco for a month. I'll tell you, I mean, yes, I mean, you're not expecting Robbie Thompson home runs, but I mean, just this Giants lineup is just so deep. You know, again, a great group, you know, historically, so many players to pull from in that 100-player pool. But they also got a great draw. And again, I mean, Mel Ott hasn't even gotten hot yet. Mel Ott's hitting 255. They're just really good. And so are the Dodgers. The Dodgers will still make the playoffs. But the Giants are just really formidable. So base hit there for Lindstrom. Here's Gary Matthews. We'll see what that does to Kershaw's ERA, but he certainly won't be leading the league in ERA anymore. I believe probably Seaver would probably move to the front of the line. I think Seaver was second in ERA. Knuckle curve misses inside. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, stop it. Stop it right now. Sarge gets in on the act. Gary Matthews goes deep. Folks, I don't even know how to describe what the Giants have done this inning. 4 homers in the inning. It started off against the best pitcher in the league. I can't even imagine, like, if this was happening in real life. I would want to see Giants and Dodgers Twitter right now. Just inside the pole. Campanella just looking on in disgust. So Bumgarner and Kershaw breezed through the first 2 innings. This is now a 9-5 game in the 4th. Hooten retires an out. Here comes Mel Ott. Fastball misses down low. Fastball misses away, 2-0. That one fouled back. Fastball, called strike. 2-2 the count. Hooten's going to try to get through this and let the Dodgers try to regroup. Breaking ball in the dirt. Count is full. There's the pitch. Yanked down the right field line, but foul. Hooten delivers. Full count pitch. Fouled off. Here's a delivery. Ground ball to short. Russell has it. Throw over to first in the dirt, but picked by Brothers, and the side is retired. Russell kind of shaking his head. He knew that was a terrible throw, but good job by Brothers at first. We head to the top of the 5th, and the worm has turned here in San Francisco. 9-5 Giants. So here's Dan Brothers. Brothers 1 for 2. He went deep for the Dodgers back in the 3rd. Fastball there, foul back. Brothers 360 over his last 6 games. Breaking ball, another one. Shot out to right off the base of the wall. Brothers does not run well. That was an absolute tracer. And Dan Brothers is going to hold with a single off the wall.
The catcher, number 39.
He was all over that.
Campanella.
So here's Campanella. Campanella 0 for 1. Walked, scored a run, 3 for 6, a pair of homers, 4 RBIs for Campanella in the series so far. Later on the channel, we will also have the Legend Sports Universe Basketball Association Game of the Week. One and one count here to Campy. Breaking ball, chopped out in front of the plate. Posey out, pounces on it, throws to first to get the out.
The left fielder, number 9.
So one down, runner moves up to second.
Wheat.
Here comes Zach Wheat. Ames checks the runner and delivers. Fastball off the plate. 1-0. Zach Wheat, 384 with runners in scoring position so far this year. Ground ball, foul down the third base line. So 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low and away. High inside fastball, fouled back. So Wheat hanging in there, counts 2-2. One down, runner on second, top of the fifth. Ground ball to second, fielded by Thompson. Runner will move over to third. Wheat is retired for the second out.
Now batting, number 66.
So that'll bring up Yasiel Puig. Puig 1 for 1. Hit a 2-run double down the third base line his last time up. Pitch from Ames. Fastball misses inside 1-0. Out. Jam shot. Fouled right. One hopper into the stands. Somebody up front gets a souvenir. Brothers on third. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. 1-1 count to Puig. 9-5 Giants lead. Both starters out of the game. Madison Bumgarner and Clayton Kershaw started well through the first 2 and then unraveled. Breaking ball misses outside. Two and two the count. Fastball misses up and in. So the count is now full. Raul Mondesi waits on deck. There's a shot by Puig. Lined out there, nice grab. Bobby Thompson. Thompson and Thompson out there for the Giants, getting them mixed up. But the count, inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Giants hold a 9-5 lead.
Leading off for the Giants, the catcher, number 28.
So here's Buster Posey. He will face Bert Hooton here in the bottom half of the fifth. Posey 0 for 2. Ground ball, first pitch swinging down to George Pinckney at third. Throw over to first, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Bobby Thompson.
So here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson homered his last time up. He's 1 for 2. That was his 5th home run of the season. Knuckle curve, misses down low. Fastball there. Ooh, just outside. And Campanella kind of turning around in the ump, asking where that pitch was. Fly ball, left field. This one doesn't have the distance, though. Weed is underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, number 44.
So that'll bring up Willie McCovey. McCovey homered in that barrage in the 4th. His 15th of the season. That one just misses outside. McCovey 3 homers in his last 9 games. They really just don't have a weak spot in this Giants lineup. Knuckle curve in there for a called strike. Seen lots of call-ups recently around the league. Dave McNally, one of those, called up for the Orioles. Fastball misses down low. Count goes to 2-2. That's one fouled off. Here's the pitch from Hooton. High outside, fastball fouled back. Count stays at 2-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch from Hooton, tailing away. McCovey goes chasing, and he's fanned. So Hooton gets the side in order, trying to bring some order restored out here in San Francisco. We head to the top of the 6th. Giants still lead at 9-5. Here's Raul Mondesi. Mondesi 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts. Want to know the count. Fastball in there for a called strike. One foul back, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Ames. Breaking ball away, Mondesi watches it. Count 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Mondesi is fanned for the 3rd time today. So Mondesi will take a stroll back to the dugout. He has not been able to come up with anything at the plate today. Here's Steve Yeager. Yeager 0 for 2. Little odd that Yeager would get playing time today. And this is, again, just one of those little things that the game doesn't manage properly as Yeager grounds out to second. Like, if Yeager's playing today, he shouldn't be DH. Yeager should be behind the plate, and Campanella should be DHing to rest him from behind the plate. So here's George Pinckney with 2 down in the top of the 6th. Pinckney 1 for 2, had an infield hit back in the 3rd. Ames, fastball, called strike. Breaking ball, Looped out right center. Mays on the run. Mays dives and makes the play. What a grab, Willie Mays. No shock there. But Mays, a ton of ground to cover, lays out, and the Say Hey Kid says no, sir. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Giants still leading it 9-5.
Leading off for the Giants, the second baseman, Robbie.
Mays makes it look so easy out there. There's a shot. Thompson base hit in the left. Wheat cuts it off.
The batter, number 5.
So you'll see those wild card standings in the American League, and you'll see that the Angels and the Orioles are tied for that second wild card spot. The American League is so split. There are only 4 teams over 500 in the American League, and they're all up over. 3 of them are up over 600. The Red Sox lead the American League East, and then the Yankees are behind them by like 2 games. The A's running away with AL West, and the Indians are playing like .530 ball now. They had a horrible start to the season, but they've now gotten hot, and they seem to be on their way to possibly taking charge of that division. But everybody else in the American League is either right at 500 or below. The National League, much more balanced top to bottom. So 1-2 count. Here's Travis Jackson. Fouls that one off. This NL West, a 2-horse race. Line shot to right. Puig lays out, can't come up with it. Runner will hold at second. So a sinking liner. Puig tries to make the diving play, is unable to come up with it. There you'll see the 5th team in the National League in the wild card pursuit is up over 500. So here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom 1 for 3. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The White Sox have broken the tie with the Rangers. They lead it 4-3 in the 9th. Again, Rusty Greer, a home run for the Rangers. Buck Weaver, his 2nd of the year for the White Sox. Bouncer back to the mound. 1-6-3 double play. Nicely turned there. Hooten to Russell to Brothers. Runner does move up to third, but now there's 2 out. Here's Gary Matthews. So back in that absurd 4th inning, Gary Matthews got in on the action, going deep, just inside the foul pole. He rips this one into center for a base hit. Run will score, and the Giants now lead at 10-5. Breaking ball from Hooten caught way too much plate, and the Sarge rips it back into center. Nice hitting from Matthews. Doesn't get much playing time here, with the Giants as loaded as they are, trying to make the most of it. So here's Burleigh Grimes. This will be Grimes' 24th appearance of the year. 6-2, 2.38 earned run average. Willie Mays, the big shot in this game. A 3rd inning grand slam with the Giants down 5-0. Brought the Giants back to within 5-4, and they have taken off from there. 10 unanswered runs by the Giants. Mays has actually struggled against lefties this year, which is somewhat interesting. Still hitting 300 just because he's pummeled righties. Expect Mays to start doing more damage against lefties, and his already impressive season could get even more so. 2-1 count here as Grimes works to Mays. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. High fastball. Mays swings and misses. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball, and Mays, awkward swing there in the dirt. Campanella finds it, throws down to first, and Mays is retired to end the inning. But the Giants pick up another run. We'll head to the top of the 7th. We are 2/3 of the way through. Giants lead the Dodgers 10-5. So here's Davey Lopes. Lopes 2 for 3, single, double, and a run scored. Red Ames has done fine work in relief for the Giants. Shot down the right field line. Fair ball. Right on the chalk. Lopes around first going for second. Ott's going to get the throw in. It's not in time, though. Davey Lopes' his second double of the day. And a leadoff double here for the Dodgers to start the 7th. Lopes couldn't have placed that one better. So here's Bill Russell. Russell 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single on the day. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. There's the pitch. Popped up. Foul ground. Nobody gives chase. Counts 0-2. Fastball inside. Swung on and missed. Russell will go take a seat for the first out of the inning. Here's Dan Brothers. Brothers 2 for 3. Home run, single, pair of RBIs. So your American League strikeout leaders: Pedro Martinez, Rube Waddell, Sam McDowell, Lefty Grove, and Johan Santana, your top 5 there. Popped up on the infield. Lindstrom takes charge, puts it away for out number 2. Your AL saves leaders: Chad Green of the Yankees, Mark Eichhorn of the Blue Jays, Raleigh Fingers, Kelvin Herrera, and B.J. Ryan. There's the pitch. Campanella yanks it foul. National League batting leaders: Sliding Billy Hamilton and Zach Wheat, still 1-2 in the league. Ryan Klesko, who barely has enough plate appearances, is third. He is pummeling right-handed pitching. Stan Hack is fourth. Johnny Mize is fifth. Klesko will be out of the leaders there. Bloop shot into right. Thrown out at second. Campanella, poor base running there, but Lopes does score on the bloop hit. It is 7th inning stretch time here in San Francisco. Giants lead the Dodgers 10-6. As Mel Ott steps in here, your National League RBI leaders: Larry Walker, Johnny Mize, Nate Colbert, kind of an island to himself out there in San Diego, Willie Mays, and Willie Stargell. We're tied at 50 to open the day, but Mays has 4 today. Al Momo and Jim Brewer throwing in the Dodgers bullpen. Grimes misses outside, 2-0 as he falls behind Ott. Fastball misses away. 3-0 the count. Fastball misses up high, so Ott draws the walk to start things off for the Giants here in the bottom of the 7th. That's the last thing Grimes wanted to do. His team finally got a run to try to chip back into this in the last inning, and he walks the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 7th. So here's Buster Posey. Posey 0 for 3. That shot fouled off. Posey riding an 11-game hitting streak. Shoots this one down the right field line, but foul. This potentially Posey's last chance to keep that hitting streak going. Swung on and missed. So Posey strikes out. Grimes gets him with the slider.
The left fielder, number 23, Bobby Thompson.
The fastball, slider, slider. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Here's Bobby Thompson, 1 for 3 with a homer. Curveball misses down low. Here's the pitch. Popped up in foul ground. Brothers is there. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, number 44.
So here comes Willie McCovey to face Grimes. McCovey 1 for 3. He homered back in the fourth. Number 15 on the season for McCovey. There's the pitch. High fastball. Misses the mark. 1-0. Fastball. Oh, let's actually call that a slider. Didn't really slide much. Misses the mark. 2-0 to count. There's another shot. McCovey deep to right. Is it fair? It is. Home run. Willie McCovey is second of the game. Number 16 for McCovey. It's a 2-run shot. And after walking the leadoff man, Grimes retires the next two. It seems he might get out of it. And McCovey has other thoughts. Home run brings home Mel Ott as well. And this is a 12-6 ball game. McCovey unloads. It was just a matter of whether that ball would stay fair. That shot is in the upper deck. 466 feet according to StatCast. Anything that travels that far should have a stewardess on it.
Second baseman,
If you know the movie reference.
Thompson.
Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson 3 for 3, pair of singles and a homer. Ground ball foul. Curveball in there for a strike. 1 and 2 to count to Thompson. So the Dodgers get 1 in the top half. Grimes surrenders 2, though, in the bottom half. Not how that was supposed to be drawn up. Here's Robbie Thompson. Day off for Jeff Kent. Shot fouled off. Down the right field line. Count stays full to Thompson. Fastball misses up high, ball 4. So here's Travis Jackson. Jackson 1 for 2, single and a run scored. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th from Candlestick Park. The Giants lead the Dodgers 12-6. As tends to happen when you're looking for a pitcher's duel, it ends up not being what transpired. Clayton Kershaw and Madden Bumgarner both chased early. Fastball misses the mark. Freddie Lindstrom swings on deck. That one in there for a strike, 3-1. Pitch fouled off. So the count goes full. Organists trying to get the San Francisco crowd into this game. They should be into it already because their team has been impressive. Ground ball to third, Pinckney charges, throws over to first, and the side is retired. Now there's the uniform glitch I was talking about, Beatles. So Willie McCovey, they show him in that end of the inning scene, and he's wearing a Dodgers uniform. Like, how do you miss that during testing? If you've played the game at all, you have to see that happens. So annoying. Anyway, here's Zach Wheat. Red Ames has been exceptional out of the bullpen for the Giants. He's going to pitch the eighth here. Wheat 1 for 3. There's the pitch. Wheat, line drive, base hit. Cut off by Ott, but a leadoff single for Zach Wheat in the top of the eighth. Again, these two teams split the first 2 games of this series. Yeah, like, how do you miss that? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I mean, this is last year's version of the game, Cyro. So they're not patching it. It's just not something that they're gonna do. I was like, why? I mean, that's just, it looks so stupid. It just looks so, in a game, especially in a game that is as visually stunning as this game is. It's just, But, you know, like Electronic Arts does the same kind of thing. Like EA does, their games for the most part are good, but just the stuff they miss, it's like, what are you doing? Curveball misses outside. Another one fouled off. Well, I mean, Electronic Arts is the master of that kind of thing. Like NHL, everybody who watches me when I do the hockey broadcast, oh my God, the game looks so great. Visually, it's so good. Like the broadcast view and everything, the animations are smooth. They've made huge leaps forward in it. And then they take away in-game replays. Like, I have to pause the game and go through a couple of channels to go and replay a goal. Like, they don't even show the replay once. Raul Mondesi, who struck out 3 times today, tries to make up for it here. Again, that same spot in left field. Mondesi's went a little bit further, I think. But that shot out to left, the wind at Candlestick, certainly blowing out to left today. Mondesi unloads there. I don't think that was necessarily wind aided, but that's where the flow has gone. So Mondesi strikes out his first 3 times up. Yeah, that didn't actually clear by much more than, wow, they call that 464. All right, it's a little bit deeper than I thought. So Ames was really solid for the Giants, but they probably tried to push him a little further than needed. Here comes Scott Geraltz. Geralt's 24th appearance of the year, 1-2, 4.13 earned run average. Here's Steve Yeager. Yeager fouls it off. Talk back to the hockey reference for a minute with EA. Like, how do you make a game that's so good in visual and take replays out of it? And they said, they were actually asked about it, and a guy from the EA team said the replays didn't matter. People didn't care about them. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, in any sports game, like, when you're doing one that's visual, like, obviously a text sim is totally different. When you're doing something for the consoles in a sports game, like, you are watching these games and playing them like it's a broadcast. Like, how do you take replays out? I just, as something like, why do you make somebody work so hard to see replays of a nice play or a nice goal? Just staggeringly foolish. And that's my rant for the day. Popped up there for Yeager. McCovey underneath it puts it away for the second out.
The batter, number 6.
So here's George Pinckney. Pinckney 1 for 3. Infield hit back in the third. There's a shot down the third, picked by Lindstrom, throw to first. And the side is retired. So Mondesi goes deep. Yeah, so it's the home team. If the home team homers, they show them in the visitors team uniform in the between innings thing. The visiting team homers, they get it right. I don't even think it happens all the time, but it's just such a stupid glitch. I haven't gotten the new OOTP. I have my original, I haven't touched it in months now, and I really should because I like the league. I'm in the 11th season of the all-time baseball league, which is basically a Legends league, but with fictional teams, and then it was a draft, and guys enter each year in the draft like I'm doing with this, but it's just with made-up teams as opposed to like the real franchises. And I just haven't played. Once I got involved in this project, this kind of took over my baseball passion. But I mean, I love OOTP. I mean, I was the roster guy on OOTP back in the day. So I mean, I would like to get back into that game a bit. I'm just kind of don't want to spread myself too thin. Again, back in the office and losing some time to do these things now. I'm kind of having to pick my spots a bit. I'm moving my football league, which I know Beatles is a dirty word to you, but I'm moving my football league from Pro Strategy Football to Action PC, just because Action PC represents the game so much better. So that's going to be a little bit of a time-consuming thing when I do have some free time to do. So, that's going to take a little bit of extra time. So that's kind of where my focus is for that. But I do want to get back in, because the All-Time Baseball League is fun. That's up on the website also if you ever want to check that out. And that's got its history posted and everything. I've posted a lot of stuff about that league up on the website. High fly ball. Deep to left. Back at the wall. Wheat looks up. It's out of here. Gary Matthews, his second home run of the game. Third and fourth on the year from Matthews. I don't know how many home runs that is for the Giants. I think it's 6. I'll tell you, they're going to be so hard to deal with. They really are. They're going to be so hard to deal with. The Las Vegas betting line, Matthews' first home run was down the line like that too, even closer to the pole. So Al Mama's going to come in for the Dodgers now. His 13th appearance of the year. He's 0-1, 4.15 ERA. And just every time the Dodgers seem like they take a step towards getting back in this game, the Giants kick them back down the ladder. Here's Willie Mays, 1 for 3 with a walk, and the big blow, a grand slam back in the third. Again, the Dodgers jumped out to a 5-0 lead in this game. The Giants then scored 10 unanswered runs. The Dodgers have tried to chip away over the last couple innings, but every time the Dodgers do something, the Giants answer it. The Vegas betting line right now has us looking at an A's-Giants Bay Area World Series, hopefully with no earthquake. But still lots of games to play, of course. 1-2 count. Here to Mays. I do like the different kinds of games you can get in this. You get pitchers duels, you get offensive, explosions like today, and everywhere in between. So it's this game has certainly been fun. This league is just a blast. And again, it's just kind of the visual thing and the broadcast thing. I mean, I've got lots of old OOTP broadcasts up on the channel. again, once I got this project going, that just kind of got pushed to the back. So here's Mel Ott 0 for 3. Fastball in there for a called strike. Jay Howell and Jim Brewer throwing in the Dodgers bullpen. Can't imagine they're going to need anybody beyond this inning, though, unless they mount a huge comeback in the ninth. My dog giving me very dirty looks as this game has gone on longer than was anticipated. She wants her walk, which she will get in the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. So Ott 0 for 3, behind in the count here 1-2. Foul back. Swung on and missed. Memo strikes him out for the first out here at the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, number 28.
Baseball is never too long for you. Yep. But you're not waiting for me to take you for a walk in the park. At least I don't think you are. Don't worry, I'm only an editor when I'm on the clock for work. So I don't judge you by typos, Beatles. Fastball in there for a called strike. So Posey does get one more shot at extending that hitting streak. Again, he rides an 11-game streak into this one. Fastball on the corner. 0-2. Swung on and missed. So Posey 0 for 5 on the day. Rough way to end that hitting streak.
Up next to the Giants, the left fielder, Bobby Thompson.
Missed that one by a country mile. So here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson, like seemingly every other member of the Giants in this game, homered earlier. Fastball misses the mark. Even guys having home runs in this game were haven't homered much. That was Thompson's 5th. Everybody gets, all the Giants get up to face the Dodgers. Fly ball to center, Mondesi, underneath it, puts it away. Oh, see, now this is one where they get it right. Gary Matthews. I don't know why. I guess it's something because this is a created park. I guess that's just where the camera sits. But the home run replays from behind the foul pole netting. It's pretty funny. Here's Davey Lopes, top of the 9th for the Dodgers. Garrelts will start the inning. Lopes 3 for 4. He's had a good day at the plate. Most hitters have today. That one misses outside, 1-0. Fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. So this is the first in-season. I did it during an exhibition game. This is the first in-season broadcast I've done of the Dodgers, actually. So the only 2 teams I have yet to do a broadcast for, 2 games of the week, the Orioles and the Padres. And then after that, it will just be the best, that should pretty much take us, I guess, it'd be the 19th, 20th. So that would take us through the June games. So then when we start July, and the July games of the week, then it will just be whatever I think the best matchup is on the Sunday schedule of that week. And, I wanted to get every team in one, so every team was represented. But from there, it'll just be whatever the best matchup is. I won't do the same team in back-to-back broadcasts. Other than that, just be whatever the best game is, either the best pitching matchup or division rivals or pennant race or division race or something like that. 2-2 count. Lopes lines this one to right. Ott gets a good break on it. Puts it away for the first out.
Now back, Bill Russell.
So here comes Bill Russell. Russell 1 for 4. Shot the other way. That's going to be extra bases. Down the right field line, Ott retrieves it. Russell will pull in at second with a stand-up 1-out double. Trying to keep these slim hopes of a comeback alive for the Dodgers. Here's Dan Brothers. Brothers 2 for 4. He homered earlier. Fastball in there for a called strike. Checks Russell at second and delivers. Fastball misses up and away, 1-1. Fastball, fly ball, out to right center. Mays says he's got it. Takes charge, puts it away. No reason for Russell to try to tag up there in a 6-run game. And the Dodgers are down to their final out. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella 1 for 3. Single and RBI, a run scored. Poor base running decision earlier. Got thrown out on that RBI single at second. Here's a pitch. Shot by Campanella down the left field line, but foul. Campy turned that one around hard, but couldn't keep it between the lines. Splitter misses 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. 2-2 the count. 1 strike away from taking the game and the series. Campanella, line drive to right. Ott is there, puts it away. The ball game is over, and the San Francisco Giants have defeated the LA Dodgers 14-8. Bumgarner, happy to be let off the hook after his terrible start. Red Ames gets the win to improve to 4-0 out of the pen. Clayton Kershaw falls to 10-3. An absolute slugfest out here at Candlestick. Check the final tally. It was 6 or 7 home runs for the Giants. Let me see, because McCovey had 2. Matthews had 2. Mays, Thompson, and Thompson. So it's 7, I think. Player of the game, Gary Matthews. 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Again, Red Ames, 4 2/3 innings of relief. He did give up the 3 runs, but even so, given the way this game was going, Ames did what was asked of him. He will take that win. Clayton Kershaw, 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 runs. So we'll see, what does that do to Kershaw's ERA, for one thing? Up to 1.94. So still exceptional, of course, but a rough day at the office for Kershaw. Mondesi and Brothers homer for the Dodgers, who got a hit from every starter except for Steve Yeager. RBIs, Campanella, Russell, Mondesi with 2, Brothers with 2, and Puig with 2. For the Giants, 7 home runs, as we mentioned, 2 for McCovey. He's got 16 now. Mays, his league leading, tied for the league lead, 21st. He's tied with Willie Stargell. Gary Matthews, homers 3 and 4. Robbie Thompson, homer number 4. Bobby Thompson, homer number 5. Madison Bumgarner. I know that. And I kind of alternate between saying Garner and Gartner. This Bumgarner, a more common name. But so Bumgarner gets roughed up, 6 hits, 5 runs, and 2 2/3. But Ames and Geraltz get the Giants to the finish line with the victory. So we will exit the post game here. Oh, Holly, wait. Sorry, my dog is tied up in the cables. There we go. So we'll take a quick look. Right, all the games for the day are done. Take a look at the standings. Red Sox lead the Yankees by 2.5 in the AL East. Indians lead the White Sox by 2.5 in the AL Central. The A's running away with the AL West 12 games up on the California Angels. In the National League, the Montreal Expos continue to be the surprising team. They lead the East by 1.5 over the Braves. The Chicago Cubs holding on to the NL Central lead, 0.5 game over the Pirates. And with the win today in our broadcast, the Giants have opened up a 9.5 game lead on the LA Dodgers. So that will take care of it here from Candlestick Park. Let's go take a look at the schedule on the 19th. So it'll be Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Who's San Diego playing? San Diego, Colorado. I don't know. I think just because we like, and they're home, and we like Camden Yards, I think we'll probably do the Rays-Orioles game to get the Orioles broadcast, the Orioles' first in-season broadcast done. So that'll probably be the next broadcast. That'll be Wednesday, most likely. Beatles, my pleasure, sir. I appreciate you joining. Cyro329, glad to see you check in, sir. I hope all is well with you and anyone watching now or on tape delay. Thank you, as always, for supporting the Legend Sports Universe and the channel. Like, subscribe if you have not as of yet. Check out the Facebook page and the website, which now is loaded with stats and stories and leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.